I don't do home wrecking. I'm not a side piece. I don't stand for any of those things. I support women, so I would never do that to another woman because I would never want it done to me. So I ignored him until he was single.
Damn, we tried to tell Travis Hunter that he was making a mistake with that woman. He ain't want to listen though. He ain't want to listen to us. He was like, well, she's a gold digger, then I'm a gold digger too. Now you can see the real. What's really going on? This man was messing around with your woman.
Wow, Travis Hunter's wife divorcing him already. And it ain't been nothing but 6 months. Look at her online, playing victim, setting the whole thing up. This was a whole play. And what? Everybody was warning him not to marry that girl.
It's official, Travis Hunter's marriage is over. And the man isn't just hurting, he's spiraling. But here's the twist. The divorce isn't even the most jaw-dropping part. Before he could even process losing the woman he thought he'd spend forever with, another bombshell dropped.
You ain't never had no girl. So why y'all talking about me? Find something else to talk about. Talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me.
Out of nowhere, she delivers a curveball no one saw coming, an engagement, and not some quiet, under-the-radar moment. No, this was an all-out Instagram spectacle, drowning in hundreds of congrats comments. But here's the gut punch. It wasn't a sweet throwback to their proposal. It was her engagement to one of his own teammates on the Jaguars. That's the kind of hit that can crush even the strongest person. Now everyone's asking who's been playing who this whole time. Was Leanna secretly running her own playbook, while Travis stood there clueless? And the bigger question, can a man bounce back from a betrayal this brutal? For those following the Travis-Leanna saga, the whispers about divorce have been swirling for weeks, but nothing like this.
Divorcing him already after 6 months. That's crazy. It was a money scheme. That's why I'm not with the marriage stuff. Even if I had money or don't have money, it ain't about marriage no more. It's about image. It's about likes. It's about the internet. It's about money. The last thing it's about is love. It's not about love no more. And they was trying to warn that young man not to marry her because she was after his money. Now, that contract he just got, which is one of the biggest contracts in NFL history, she finna get half of that. And probably more. Pray for Travis Hunter. You gotta listen. You gotta listen to your peers. Listen to people who've been through it already.
What's blowing up the internet right now is a set of leaked photos. Leanna arm in arm with Travis's teammates, spreading like wildfire through Reddit and gossip forums. They dropped right before 7 p.m., prime time for maximum attention. The first photo, Leanna in a curve-hugging white silk dress, smiling in a way we've never seen before. The second, his teammate down on one knee, laser-focused. The third, the two of them locked in a kiss, the diamond on her finger catching every glint of light. No captions, no explanations, just pure shock, because legally, Leanna is still Mrs. Travis Hunter, and the man in those shots is definitely not her husband. Some fans rushed to congratulate her, others took sharper aim, hinting she'd finally escaped a toxic marriage. And then there were the ones who didn't even bother pretending to be surprised, posting "We've been new and took you long enough." That's when the reality landed for both Travis and Mick Cross. This wasn't speculation anymore, it was proof. And the worst part, insiders claim Travis found out the same way everyone else did, scrolling through his phone. The very next morning, he arrived late to the Jaguars facility. No smiles, no greetings. He walked straight into the locker room, straight to that teammate's stall. Witnesses say it wasn't a calm chat, it was heated. The first words out of his mouth weren't "why, but how long," which says everything. He already suspected it had been going on for a while. No punches were thrown, no shoving, but the shouting carried through the walls. Within an hour, Travis was gone. He skipped meetings, skipped practice. By that night, his Instagram was stripped clean, unfollowing half the roster, including the teammate's fiancé, and even the head coach. Then came the midnight livestream. Hoodie pulled up, sitting in the dark, silent for nearly a minute before speaking in a low, steady voice. "You think you know people." The internet exploded. Snake emojis poured into the chat. The teammate's name filled the comments. Fans begged for details, but Travis just blinked a few times and ended the stream. His face said the rest. Bloodshot eyes, tear tracks, the hollow look of someone gutted to the core. This wasn't just heartbreak. This was the kind of soul-crushing betrayal you never fully come back from. And just when it felt like the story couldn't get any messier, came the final twist. Despite being done, there's a chance Leanna might be pregnant. There's been no official confirmation, but the internet is buzzing with claims that Leanna could already be a few months pregnant. One recent blind item alleged the couple is keeping it under wraps because their situation is far too messy for a public announcement. According to that tip, the wife of this A-list athlete is expecting, but instead of popping champagne, his lawyer is quietly pushing for a paternity test before the divorce moves forward. They allegedly want answers on who the father is before anything is signed. And then came another curveball, Travis and Leanna popping up in a cheerful video, smiling and inviting followers to come with us to adopt a kitty. At first glance, it looked harmless, just the people sharing a cute moment. But in the comments, the mood shifted fast. Fans started asking why they'd post something so lighthearted while their drama was exploding online. Was it real? Or a calculated PR stunt to drown out the rumors? One comment that blew up read, "She was just saying she wanted out. Now they're getting a cat. Who gets the cat in the divorce?" That line hit a nerve, and the replies underneath got even. Travis finally addressed the chatter, saying, "Believing that rumor is crazy. LOL, what cut deepest?" Travis had always defended Leanna, no matter what people whispered. He stood in her corner. Now she's engaged to his teammate before. The ink on their divorce papers is even dry. That was the breaking point. Then came the so-called receipts, old clips that suddenly hit with a whole new meaning. One from last season, after a win over the Titans, shows Leanna hugging that teammate first, before even looking at Travis. Back then, fans brushed it off as friendly. Another moment, at a charity gala, she arrived alone, went straight to the teammate's table, and stayed there until the cameras were gone. A former player-turned-analyst claims the whispers started months ago. After practice, the teammate would hang back, saying he was waiting for a ride. Almost always, Leanna, and just 2 weeks before the engagement went public, that same teammate landed a massive multi-year contract extension. Around that time, Leanna's posts changed, fewer shots with Travis, captions about new chapters, and finally choosing happiness, which had people wondering, did she wait for that contract to be signed before making her move? Cheating. Rumors weren't new either. A blind item last year accused Leanna of stepping out, with some in her own circle mocking Travis behind his back, and even claiming she once tried pursuing a much older, still active rapper. Never confirmed, but for longtime watchers, it felt like the marriage had been on life support for a while. Once that seed was planted, internet detectives went digging, unearthing old photos and videos of Leanna in situations that didn't exactly scream just friends. And the kicker, every single one of them was from a time she was already with Travis.
Travis Hunter bank account's about to get cleaned out, man, because his girl, man, the girl that he married, the whole world said, "Don't do it, Travis, she's after your money, bro, don't do it." Yeah, that girl, she's already selling to the world that her life is miserable, posting videos online talking about how she misses the girl she was while she's crying. Travis Hunter, bro, is about to learn in 4K, bro, why it is that you have to listen to the world when the entire world is screaming the same thing.
For Travis, watching his wife's name trend was bad enough, but seeing himself turned into a meme in real time was brutal. Simp jokes, reaction edits, warning posts. Overnight, he went from respected athlete to a walking cautionary tale. His name became shorthand for what not to do if you don't want to get played. Then, out of nowhere, Bow Wow, yes, that Bow Wow stepped into the conversation. Known for keeping quiet, he broke character to give Travis what sounded like part marriage advice, part wake-up call. He told him flat out, Leanna was in it for money and clout. Staying would cost him more than just pride. The clip went viral instantly, fans calling it the intervention he never knew he needed. And now that Leanna's been linked to his teammate, those old videos are flooding back, dragging his name through the mud all over again.
What's going on, gang? If we didn't give a, we'll let you crash out, but from one player to the next, I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but I want you to open up your eyes, man. There's no reason why she commenting on another page, NBA with heart eyes and the money tongue out. That's your fiance. Wake up, young brother. Fiancés don't move like that. I ain't never had one of my fucking girls ever lay next to me in the same crib as me under another page, leaving heart eyes with the money tongue.
Then came Leanna's TikTok. No captions, no context, just her sobbing to a moody motivational track. Within 24 hours, it hit 1 million views. The reactions split the internet. Sympathy from some, accusations of sympathy farming from others. Many called it a soft launch for the divorce, painting herself as the victim while dodging the real story. Negative comments didn't last long. She scrubbed anything critical, leaving only support. Travis, meanwhile, went live again. Fans suddenly remembered the little things. Leanna's offhand, "Travis isn't my type" comment. Her cryptic captions, late-night calls to unknown numbers. If the pregnancy rumors are true, could he even take her back? Or would she walk away with half his career's earnings? Inside league circles, whispers grew louder. His agent is reportedly talking trades. Players across the NFL have liked tweets, openly slamming the teammate, a silent, but loud show of support. Then came the most explosive claim yet. The engagement post wasn't spontaneous at all. A local reporter swears the photos were staged weeks earlier, meaning the proposal happened while she was still legally Mrs. Travis Hunter. If true, that's not just scandal, it's potential legal dynamite. His lawyers are allegedly digging into metadata, trying to prove overlap and the timing. Chillingly precise. She dropped those photos during one of his biggest weeks of the year, mandatory minicamp, and possibly while he was at a high-profile charity event. Cameras everywhere. The result, a perfectly timed public humiliation. If this was calculated, it's not just betrayal, it's a long-form play. The sideline hugs, the gala seating, the shift in her posts after his teammate's contract extension, they all look different now. And with the entire Jaguars locker room staying silent, you have to wonder, is this loyalty or a cover-up? Until someone talks, all we have is that last haunting image, Travis in a hoodie, alone, watching the woman he thought he'd grow old with put a diamond ring on another man's finger. While the world watched, was this love gone bad? Or a betrayal scripted from day one? If the prenup loopholes and staged photo rumors check out, this might go down as one of the most calculated personal takedowns in NFL history.